friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into what do they want to say to you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Good Karma Tarot, and pile number two is the Awaken Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Pile one, for those of you who chose the Good Karma Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So, what do they want to say to you? All right, let's get into it. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one's? Knight of Wands, King of Swords, the Moon. All right. I also have your Oracle card, so let's get into that as well. Time to go, perseverance, structure. All right. What do they want to say to you? Of course, it looks like your person does have a lot to say to you. They probably think that this is not the right time, or there might not be an opportunity right now for them to talk to you. There's a lot about endings coming through. So this could be a no contact situation, could be a separation. For some of you, it looks like you are ending one phase, and it looks like there has been silence between the two of you for quite some time with the Moon over here. There definitely has been on your person's end a lot of contemplation about this connection. Your person has been thinking deeply about what to say to you, how to say to you. I think that at one point your person thought that the connection had to go a certain way, or certain things had to happen at a timeline of their control. But I think that one thing that your person is realizing, and this is something that they want to say to you as well, is that they are understanding the nature of this connection, the spiritual aspect of this connection, and they are also understanding that in order for this connection to progress, because they really do want things to progress between the two of you, in order for this connection to progress, your person is realizing that they have to be the ones to initiate. They have to be the ones to step forward, to come towards you. The doorbell just rang. You can take that as a confirmation. Your person is thinking a lot about what to say to you, how to say to you, and there's this deep sense of clarity that's come in about their role in this connection. So for some of you, this person could have ghosted you. There could have been a very on and off dynamic between the two of you. I also see lack of structure between the two of you. So maybe the connection was very, very up in the air. The common theme for all of you is that you probably didn't know where you were standing with this person, or this person just wasn't clear about it. The time to go card coming out, it signifies that your person is starting to get ready to own up to this connection, to own up to where they want this connection to go. Part of that is because of the clarity that they've sought within themselves, understanding why they feel a certain way towards you. There is an end point that is starting to shape up for your person with respect to this connection, and they're starting to realize that they want to get to that end point. Maybe at one point your person didn't know what to do, the end point wasn't clear, they didn't really know what they wanted out of this connection. But today things are a lot different. Today the end point of what they see between the two of you, this connection, the end point, I guess I would say, for some of you, it could be both of you confessing your feelings to one another. For others of you, it could be maybe giving this a shot. Maybe for others of you, maybe marriage or partnership, however you wish to define it. So whatever it is, you would know in your situation, because it looks like you have been yearning this for quite some time now. I get that energy from you as well, and it's coming from your person's perspective. So they definitely know that you have wanted this for quite some time, and it's possible that at one point you saw the end point, but they didn't. But now the end point is starting to shape up for them as well. And they're starting to feel excited about it. It's not just the clarity that's setting in. It's also the excitement. It's also the determination to create the path towards that. And so whatever lack of structure was there before, it looks like things are shifting, and it looks like your person is starting to feel like they can provide that structure for your connection. They also understand that, it's not something that you just decide and then it automatically kind of comes about. No, you have to work on this connection together. You have to work step by step, forming the steps, making sure each step is stable, so that you get to the end point together. It's not just one person, it's both of you doing the work together. So what do they want to say to you? That clarity has set in, and they're very, very sure of the end point that they see for the two of you. And not just that, they're willing to put in the work to get both of you there. They understand that they have been silent for quite some time, but I also do get that your person has really taken time to go within and tap into their intuition. I would not be surprised if they've been able to actually understand what their 5D self really wants them to do, because there is a sense of alignment that's coming through, but it's coming through in a very spiritual way. It doesn't look like it was intentional efforts on your person's end. It looks like they were just at that moment in time, they felt called to do something, and that was them tapping deeper into their 5D self, and they're just now taking action. So that kind of clarity has set in. And I feel that at one point, yes, I'm not surprised the Two of Swords came out. At one point, I think that your person was really confused. They didn't know what to do. It's also possible that they felt they didn't have a choice to the ending or the end point of this connection, whatever end point both of you see, whatever end result both of you see, I guess. And I think that because of that confusion, your person didn't know which way to go, how to create the path. It's also possible that your person didn't think it was, it was possible for it to happen between the two of you. But now they understand. Like I said, for some of you, it is marriage, it is partnership, it is building a family with you. For others of you, it could be that wholesome fulfillment that they want with you, where they feel that their life is stable with you beside them. Right? So take that as it resonates for your situation. It looks like you know what the end point is. So, but that seems to vary depending on the energies coming through. So take that. You will know it, I guess I would say. Another message that's coming through is your person, they've started to visualize the future. I think that at one point they didn't know how to visualize, or it just wasn't coming through. But now, given that they're tapping deeper into their inner self, I guess one, it could be their intuition, it could also be their 5D self, though I am actually getting a combination of both coming through. But the more they tap into that, the more they're accepting the messages that they are receiving, the more they're able to visualize this future between the two of you. And the more they can visualize it, the more the path is starting to form. And as the path starts to form, your person is also gaining clarity. It's kind of like their third eye is definitely opening. I can definitely feel some kind of spiritual energy in this pile. So they might have also sought spiritual guidance as well, would not be surprised. But that clarity has set in. More than the clarity, it's also enthusiasm about how to go about the next steps between the two of you. I would expect action from this person. It looks like fast-moving energy as well. I am seeing that for the two of you. I feel like pulling one more card. Yeah, I think that the way this connection was going, if it was standstill between the two of you, if things were not moving forward, or it was just, you know, chaos and confusion for quite some time, this is a burden that your person wants to let go at this point in time. They're done. You know, they're done. And part of why they know they're truly done with the energies because they're able to see where both of you need to go next. So I would expect action from this person. It looks like it's going to be a very methodical action from this person, but it's also going to be rooted in excitement, in enthusiasm, and they're going to make sure that there is clarity between the two of you at every single step. I think that for your person in particular, it is important for both of you to be clear about where the other person is at. And so that's something that they're going to be very intentional about as well. And they look to be quite serious about this, Pal One. Let me get you one advice. Let's see. One advice. So what do they want to say to you? Clarity has set in. The path, the end point to the end point has been visualized by your person. And they are gaining the strength to come towards you, to create that path with you, to walk on that path with you. One advice for Pal One, please. You too have to let go of the burden. It's time, Pal One. It looks like you too might be carrying a lot of burden because of how things have gone between the two of you. Yes, I did feel that energy as well. Anyway, so first off, take some time to resolve the weight of this connection that you might be feeling. You know, maybe you are exhausted, you've been emotionally exhausted, because I do see that this person might have disappeared on you for quite some time now, but it looks like they're ready to show up. It looks like they're ready to step into a more aligned version in the 3D right now. So take some time to let go of the burden that you've been carrying, if the emotional weight. Another energy that's coming through is, you know, maybe it's time for you to work on the thoughts that might be working against you in terms of your mindset. You know, take a stand against the thoughts that might be pulling you down, thoughts that might not be in alignment with the highest good of this connection. And if not the highest good of this connection, just your inner peace. All right, it looks like there might be a lot of thoughts that are plaguing you, a lot of mindset, a lot of actions, behavioral patterns that might be working against you at this point in time. So take some time, you know, kind of evaluate what actions of yours are not bringing you peace, what thoughts of yours at this point not bringing you peace. Very simple. Like I always say this, you know, I know that there's a lot of complicated definitions out there for alignment, but for me, alignment is just, it's very simple. It's peace. That is how you know you are in alignment. And the minute there's even a slight shift or there's a small misalignment, you will feel chaos within you. It's so good. Like your internal navigation system for your life, it's so good. And the only thing, our only job is to just trust what we feel. And for that, we need to be in tune with what we feel as well, right? So take some time to understand what you're feeling, whichever parts you are feeling chaotic about. Take some time to resolve that, whether it's with your thoughts, your behavioral patterns. You know, sometimes, yes, I feel like saying this because I actually went through this recently, and I feel like sharing it with you. You know, sometimes we might not know exactly what to shift into. Permutation and combination, trial and error, it works. Keep shifting your thoughts. If you feel a little bit better, you're heading in the right direction. Keep working on it, all right? Same goes for your behavioral patterns. As long as you are not doing what you've been doing that has been leading to chaos, even just taking another action will help you align better. It might not be 100% alignment, and that's okay. Sometimes it's trial and error. Not always are we gonna figure out right at the first step. All right, and this is something that I learned recently, and I was like, wow, okay, that's actually true. You know, so be kind to yourself as you're figuring this out. And it looks like there might be a few things that you might have to look internally just so that you can align with inner peace and just stabilize your energy. All right, Pal One, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 1, take care, and trust your intuition. You always have free will. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Awakened Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2. What do I want to say to you? What does Pal 2's person want to say to Pal 2, please? What does Pal 2's person want to say to Pal 2, please? We have 5 of Swords, we have 6 of Swords, we have 9 of Swords. What is happening? Okay, we'll get into the Oracle cards. Time for a nap, unity, expression. All right, okay. Looks like your person's in pretty difficult energies at this point in time. I think that they allowed their ego to step in between the two of you. I definitely feel no contact or emotional disconnect at this point. There might have been an argument. I would not be surprised. There's a lot of chaotic energy within your person. And more than that, I think that there's a lot of mental anguish that your person is going through at this point in time. They are realizing that however they showed up just before both of you went into no contact and or separation, they're realizing that they're not feeling proud of how they behaved. You know, they're feeling a little bit icky about what they showed you, the version of themselves that they showed you. Now, for some of you, I am seeing that this could have happened a long time ago, you know, and now your person is coming into realizations. I feel that there is definitely a change in your person. Like, common theme for all of you, regardless of when this has happened, is that there is a massive internal change that is happening within your person about how they understand themselves. So they're realizing that whatever this power dynamic, this struggle that they were going through, you know, just wanting to be on top, wanting to win the argument, or you know, their ego stepping in and not allowing you to, you know, a safe space, not giving you a safe space to just be. Your person is understanding that that is not how they want to show up for you. And they're realizing that they need to shift out of that behavior. At this point in time, I gotta tell you, Pal 2, your person doesn't know how to go about it, what to do. There's a lot of mental chaos about that because they know the person that they want to be, but they don't know how to get to that point, which is probably why I'm also feeling that exhaustion coming through. Like, they're tired of thinking about how to be a better person. I think that your person might have a lot of, you know, wounds where it just automatically gets triggered and they immediately put up their defenses. They immediately let their ego step in and, you know, just block so that they don't feel pain or they don't put themselves in a vulnerable position. I really feel that it has been a reflex for your person. I am not justifying their actions, Pal 2, but I am understanding where they're coming from, because your person is realizing that just because it's a reflex doesn't mean they can't step out of that energy. But how? How do they get out of that energy? How do they stop making it a reflex and instead learn how to respond to the situation? So that seems to be what your person would want to say to you at this point in time. They are understanding how to make that shift. It's still work in progress. They've not made it there. This is definitely paused energy on their end, but they're understanding that in order for both of you to have a good shot at this connection, for both of you to be, you know, very harmonious together, because it looks like there's a lot of potential between the two of you, but for both of you to be harmonious together, they need to work on this. And so right now they're understanding that without this change internally, yeah, things are not going to shift between the two of you. With expression coming out, I would not be surprised if this person comes forth and they let you know this mental anguish that is going on. You know, they might even let you know that they don't know how they're going to go about it, but they are willing to work on it. They're willing to put in the effort, and they might even ask for your help. I am getting that energy as well, because I really think that your person, it's not lack of wanting it, it's just they don't know how to shift into that energy, and it looks like they're open to take your help on this. All right, so that is the energy coming through. That is primarily what they want to say to you at this point in time. But let's get deeper. Let's see what more wants to come out. All right. Yes, I did get communication. I am seeing heavy communication energy where your person is understanding that even if they don't know how to shift, that doesn't mean they should just be in silence and just be by themselves. Like, yes, they've taken this time to kind of heal, to kind of calm down a little bit, just to give that pause and that reflection, but they also understand that that energy cannot be permanent. They have to come forward, and it looks like your person wants to take responsibility for their actions. And I do see for some of you an apology coming through. For others of you, I am seeing that your person, in their perspective, the apology is more to tell you that they are willing to make the change, and are you going to help them? Are you going to be a part of this with them? Will you be able to support them? So for some of you, it's an actual apology. You will hear the words "I'm sorry," because we have expression coming up, so I am getting that energy. For others of you, for those of you, I am seeing, especially if your partner is someone who doesn't believe in apologies, they believe in showing it through actions. They will be expressing themselves. They're not going to express themselves, but the expression of their thoughts is going to be, I'm working on this. Will you help me through this? Will you be by my side as we both figure out how to do this? So it might not be the word sorry, but it will be definitely a conversation about how to improve themselves. All right, I hope that made sense. But yes, for some of you, I am seeing apology. I am seeing the words "I am sorry" coming through as well. And it looks like your person's pretty determined. Yes, I did get that. Like, the energy is really, it's completely aligning, because your person has the desire to move to a safer place for both of you, like creating a safe environment for the two of you. But how do you get there? You know, at this point in time, your person doesn't have answers. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with their conditioning. It has to do with a lot of wounds that they've had. For some of you, I am getting significant childhood wounds where your person has it's been so long that they've been behaving this way, reacting this way, that even making a change they don't know how to do that, because it's just in that moment, everything's so impulsive and it's just the reflex reaction. But the good news for all of you in Pile 2 is that your person's willing to make the change. You know, they've accepted this about themselves. They see themselves for who they truly are. They do not like what they're looking in the mirror. And at the same time, they also understand that they need to make changes in order for both of you to have this beautiful future with each other. And they want that, Pile 2. They really do want that. But at this point in time, it's more of how do I get to that point, you know? And how do I find that internal stability within me? How do I tap into the love, care, concern, kindness that already exists within me? You know, maybe because of my wounds, I've not been able to see it, but now I want to. I want to tap into that energy. And so there's a little bit of desire coming through from your person, that there's a version in their head that they want to be, and because they want to be with you, they understand that they have to step into that version of themselves. You know, version of themselves that is more free in giving the love that they have, not just to you, but even to the people around, in the way that they treat the other people. You know, it's a very, very very beautiful reading, because everything's coming out very aligned, especially the cards. It's just, I think that it is very telling of how sure your person is about making this transformation, because even the clarification is just very beautifully aligning. And like the kind of person that your person wants to be, they know who that person is. They know how, they know how they envision that version of themselves to be, but the path to that seems a bit hazy, and it looks like your person really wants your help with this. It looks like they are understanding, like the message coming through is they know that this is a battle and they want you on their side. You know, that's more of the energy that's coming through, and it looks like your person is very sure that they can do this, they can make that they can do this, they can make that transformation, but they need you by their side as they're doing this. So the energy coming through is even if you do say no, you know, maybe you've been hurt, maybe you're not sure if you can give them the emotional support. That's okay too. No judgment over here, pal too. But even if you are unable to be on this person's journey of this transformation, they are ready to do it. They are willing to do it, even if it is them doing it on their own. All right. And that seems to be the final thing that they want to say to you at this point in time. Very sure energies coming from your person, very determined energies coming from them. They're definitely going to be having a conversation with you. You can expect that. But I am also seeing that they will be taking forth, like taking actionable steps towards making this transformation. They might not know how exactly to do it, but it looks like your person's going to go all out in trying. All right. Let me get you one advice, pal two. Let's see. One advice for pal two, please. One advice for pal two. All right. I think that this taps in laughed because it taps in a little bit with the energy that I was already getting into. It's okay if you cannot be a support for this person, because it looks like you might be very exhausted. It looks like you might need some time to relax, to calm down, to breathe out, to rest. And that's okay, pal two. There is no reason for you to feel guilty. You can't fill someone else's cup when your cup hasn't been filled at all yet. And it looks like right now you're feeling very, very depleted, and it's understandable. It's very, very understandable. So don't feel guilty. First message coming through is don't feel guilty if you are not able to be a part of your person's journey at this point in time. If you don't have the emotional capacity, the mental capacity to be a support for someone else, absolutely okay. All right, focus on yourself, realign to yourself, gather that energy to yourself. You need it right now. It's okay to choose yourself at this point in time. When you are ready, when you have taken the time to rest, to breathe out, you feel rejuvenated, you feel ready to give some of your energy to your person, then and only then take steps. And even then, if you have the energy but you don't want to, that's also completely fine. Always remember that choosing yourself can never be the wrong decision, pal two, all right? And right now, it is very, very important for you to understand what you need and choose to give yourself that. Sometimes it's understandable. You want to be there for this person. You want to show them that you love them and you care for them, and you want to be a part of this journey with them because you feel that you can provide that support. But thinking that you can and whether you can actually do it are two different things. And it looks like right now you might have to ask yourself that question. You might have to be a little bit, I wouldn't say hard on yourself, but I will say that you have to be a little bit honest with yourself. Whether is this something that you can give your energy to at this point in time? And if the answer is no, that's absolutely okay as well. You can take your time to shift it into a yes. And if it is always going to be a no, even that's absolutely okay. All right, so it's important for you to tell this to yourself, pal two. That is the message that's coming through. I don't know why it feels like you might be feeling guilty, but there's no need to feel guilty. Absolutely not. Choosing yourself can never be the wrong decision, and choosing yourself is how you can give more of yourself to the people that you love in the future. All right, if you don't have your cup filled, then you're actually going to be draining the energy out of the people that you love as well. And that's definitely not something that you want, right? I mean, we know that. So you would rather give yourself this time, refill your cup, and then give your energy, give your cup to the people who you love or who you want to. And I feel like saying this one more time. Don't get mad at me, but I feel like saying it because I feel like it needs to be reiterated. If you feel that you are never going to feel that way, like you never want to give your energy, even that's okay as well. There is no need to feel guilty. You have complete autonomy over who you wish to give your energy to. All right? Always remember that, pal two. Okay. This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I want to say, do I want to say something? Yes, my private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, pal two, whether it's with like, share, subscribe, comments to tipsos, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it, pal two. Take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.